All right. Welcome, welcome. And we'll get started by sitting tall, not slumping in your chair. Yeah, bringing the shoulders back, head back a bit, lengthening that spine. And then becoming aware of your breath. Nice long breath. Just feeling your body this moment without judgment. And then on the next inhale, maybe let's try to inhale part. So you'll go inhale, inhale, inhale. So full lungs, and then one big exhale. And then we go again. So inhale, 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 and exhale. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Nice straight elbows, and exhale. Okay, one more time. All right, and then I'll go sideways. Feeling that side stretch in the body and along the spine. Good. And then back to center. And then we'll go forward. So try to lengthen away from the pelvis as you fold forward. And then we'll go halfway up into seated cobra. So only about 45 degrees up, elbows in, shoulders down and back. So you're pushing the chest forward. Hold it up, kind of like you're a sphinx. Good, and then all the way up. And then reach the arms up and overhead. And then hands to your heart. Let's do that a few times. So inhaling, inhaling, inhaling. And exhaling the hands back into your heart. And then feel the muscles around the shoulder blades doing their work. Good. Okay. And then I'll go, keep your hands together, and then we'll draw a circle around your head. So try to go above your head and next to it and below it. And reverse, go the other direction. All right. All right, and then release those arms. And then we'll go kind of like this. So you're opening the palms up, right? And then it turns your whole arm and all the way into the shoulder. And then point the palms back, and then you'll feel a little internal rotation in the shoulder. So external and internal. The arms straight, and then you're rotating them all the way up. Hopefully feel a little bit of that shoulder work. Perfect. Okay, and then we'll try just lifting one shoulder up and down. Other shoulder up and down. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay. And then shoulder circle. So lifting both shoulders up, setting them back and down and forward. Okay. And then we'll go for the legs. So extending the legs, pushing through the heel. Push and lift. Really activate that quad. All right, nice job. And then we'll go up with the heels, right? And then up with the arms at the same time. And then back with the arms and up with the toes. Right? So up and then push those arms back, lift the toes. Inhale, lift your heels, lift your arms. Big stretch. And then exhale. Push your arms back without rounding forward like that. So lift the heart up and down. Up and down. And up and down. Good. Okay, one more. All right. And then we'll go for nice big circle with the ankles. Oh, sorry, with the hip. See, if you can either try this or if you need a little more support, you can hold under your knee, but try to make a nice big circle. Good, other side. Big opening. Great. Okay. And then we'll go left arm out to the side. And then you're gonna look away to the right. So turn the head to the right. And then back to center, cross. Reach for the opposite shoulder. And look away to the left. Okay, let's do that a few times. So extend the arm to the left, look to the right. And then cross and look to the left. And one more time, look to the right. And look to the left as you cross. Good, and then other side. So right arm on, look to the left. And then cross and look to the right. And a couple more times, looking away from the arm. And switching. And one more time. Good. And then back to center. Okay, and then I'll go for like a little tuck. So when you're here, right, you're gonna tuck the chin in. Oh, sorry, poked my AirPod out. And you will feel a stretch in the back of the head, right? So like that. You'll hold that for a few seconds, and then you can release. Right? So you're gonna pull. It's not like this, right? All the way. You're not looking down at the floor. You're looking ahead of you, but like a little bit of a, like you're making a second chin. A little bit of a tiny bit of a tuck and lengthening the back of the neck. Good. And then release. And then we'll do one more. All right. Okay. I think I'm gonna go turn on my AC because I'm getting really hot here. So you guys, in the meantime, you're gonna do this. So arms in the cactus, and then elbows in. On the inhale, you're gonna open out. Okay, exhale together, and try to keep the elbows parallel to the floor. Yeah, or almost parallel. Okay, I'll be right back. AC. All right. Perfect. Okay. And then we'll go another sort of shoulder blade motion, and that's into the W, right? So you're, and you might not be able to do exactly what I'm doing, but it, let's actually practice just this. So straighten out to the side, and then you're making a W with your arms. And then you're trying to get those shoulder blades together, and then elbows in, out, straighten out, and in. But your hands, try not to have your hands here, right? But here. So you're pressing everything back. So you'll feel it really at the back of the shoulder. Trying to keep the hands in the same line as the shoulders if possible. Sometimes it's no longer possible, so you'll be somewhere here. But we're trying to work on this, right? Too. So you could try that movement too. Forward and back. Get those hands back next to you, next to your head. You feel it. So when you do that, the shoulder blade kind of sits on the bottom tip sits better on the back, right? When you do this. And then you pull it off the back. Then you sit it on the back. Yeah. To see if you can feel that action around the shoulder blades. Good. And then release. Okay, and then we'll go up. And then on the exhale, you're gonna bring the knee in. Try to bring the knee actively in, and then you can reach and then squeeze even more. And then release, reach up and overhead again. And then exhale, lift the knee and then squeeze it in. Lift. Alternate sides. Lift. And squeeze it in on the exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. One more time. There you go. Okay. And then we'll go for the little bit lean back. So scoot forward in the chair so you have space to lean back and then hold. You can extend the arms forward, lift through the heart as you lean back. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And then come back to center. All right, we'll do that a few times. Engage the core, lift through the heart. And back in. And we'll do one more. Kind of like a half boat pose. You're leaning back, really engaging those abdominals. And then back in. Good. And then we'll go into a deep forward fold if you can. So sliding down all the way into your feet. And then back up. All right. Perfect. Now let's squeeze in the left knee again and add some ankle circles there. So really focus on that big range of motion at the ankle. And reverse. Good, other side. And reverse. Nice big motion. So really be mindful of really focusing on what you're doing, right? And then checking if you're moving big enough. Okay. Now let's try to kind of activate the glutes, right? The butt muscles. So it's kind of hard to do it in the chair. So the only way I know how you can do it is kind of like squeeze your glutes as if you wanted to like off the chair. Like get a little bit up, right? So you're squeezing and holding that contraction and then release. See if you can even feel the hardening of the glute muscles as you activate and then release. And you squeeze the glutes, squeeze, and release. Squeeze and release. Okay, let's do 3 more. Squeeze, 1 and 2. Squeeze. And 3. Good, perfect. Okay, and then we can stretch the glutes a little bit by doing the stretch. So your ankle on top of your thigh if you can. And then you're just trying gently to stretch that knee down and sit up. And then we could try a little twist here. So you're gonna lift up through the spine and then right hand on the left knee and then reaching back if that works for you. And then, so first try to look to your left, right? To where you're twisting for a couple breaths. And then we can try to look away over that right shoulder without coming out of the twist. And then feel those opposing actions, the spinal twist to the left, the neck twist to the right. Good. Excellent. And then back to center. And let's just move the knee up and down a little bit to loosen it up and the hip joint. Good. And then we'll do the other side. So other leg up. And then again, gently press the knee down and lift up through the spine. You can hold your shin. Stay nice and tall. And then let's try for that twist. So left hand on the right knee, twist. And then looking to the right for a grab. And then try looking to the left over your left shoulder without coming out of the twist. Perfect. And then coming up. And then we'll do the knee up and down. All right, perfect. And then release. And then we can try to go wide. And then we'll go down by bending the elbows, hinging at the hips. And then push yourself up. You can try pushing yourself up with the hands, kind of like a push-up. So lowering down and then pushing into those thighs to get yourself up. Down, up, and down, and up, down, and up, and down, and up. Good. Okay. And then with those knees apart, we'll try the side to side thing, right? So you have to go a little deeper to touch that knee. If that's okay for your spine, for your back. Sitting tall. Good. Perfect. Okay, and then let's just do the leg stretch. So sit close to the edge, and the left heel is down. So left knee straight. And then see if you can lift up and down a few times. Straight leg. Yeah, so really sit close to the edge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so you're working those hip flexors. And then we'll go down for a hamstring stretch. So hinge forward, slide down your leg until you feel a stretch in the back of the leg. Great. Then back up. And another side. So right leg down. We'll start with this lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many did we do? 6. Let's do 6 and then down for that hamstring stretch. And then back up. Perfect. Okay. So let's put on some music.
Está tan perfecta que bien te ves. Oh, ese vestido corto te queda bien. Oh, tú sabes que eres mi morena. De todas tú eres la primera.
All right.
Yo a
So
ti
let's
te
do
llevo a donde quiera.
march.
Todo lo hacemos a tu manera. Yeah. Así que date la vuelta, mami. Suéltate el pelo pa' mí. Date la vuelta, mamita. Date la vuelta, mami. Suéltate el pelo pa' mí.
Nice. Vigorous march.
Entonces síguete moviendo, síguete moviendo.
Lift your feet, move your arms.
Este momento, síguete moviendo. Entonces síguete moviendo, síguete moviendo. Yo sé que tú por dentro sientes lo que síguete moviendo.
And then while you march, we'll lift your wings up and down, up and down.
Yo vine normal y ella me sacó el animal. Si me deja yo te puedo llevar de Puerto Rico a Cartagena. Hey, de Punta Cana a Venezuela. Hey, baby te llevo a donde quiera.
Good. And then we'll go up and then down like a shoulder press.
De Punta Cana a Venezuela. Hey, baby te llevo a donde quiera. Hey, todo lo hacemos a tu manera. Yeah. Así que date la vuelta, mami. Suéltate el pelo pa' mí.
And down. Spur in those elbows as much as you can.
Date la vuelta, mami.
Good. And then we'll go out to the side and then you'll go bicep curl out.
Entonces síguete moviendo, síguete moviendo.
So make a fist. Let's see if you can go like this, right? So fist up. Yeah.
Yo sé que tú por dentro sientes lo que siento, síguete moviendo.
So David, you're doing kind of like this. Can you do it like this? Yeah. And then at the same time, like try to keep those elbows up, all right? So elbows up and then out. Harder. Good. Yeah, so this part tries to stay parallel to the floor. It's hard, but your arms get tired. Good. And then release. And then we'll do one more, and that's like this. So palms up, and then we'll go back again. So hands, the thumbs go back. You try not to do like arch like that, just the arms, right? So core engaged. Get those hands as far back as possible. Strengthen the shoulders. Good. All right. And then we'll go for a step, touch. Step, touch close to the foot. Step, touch. Step, touch.
Cuando estás bien te alejas de mí. Te sientes sola y siempre estoy ahí. Es una guerra de toma y dame, pues dame de eso que tienes.
Good.
Oye, baby, no seas mala, no me dejes con las ganas. Se escucha en la calle que ya no me quieres, ven y dímelo en la
Good.
cara.
And then we'll go one heel pass forward. And then you try to like jump.
Yo nunca
Jump
quise
switch.
burlarme de ti. Conmigo ves, nunca se sabe. Un día digo que no, hay otro que sí.
Yo soy masoquista.
Con mi cuerpo un
Tú eres
egoísta.
puro chantaje, puro chantaje. Siempre es a tu manera.
Yo te quiero aunque no quieras.
Puro chantaje,
Okay.
puro
And
chantaje.
then we'll go up.
Vas libre como
In.
el aire.
Or 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can do both together or 1, 2.
Siempre me entretiene. Sabes manipularme bien con tu cadera. No sé por qué me tienes en lista
And
de
then we can
espera.
add the arms. So
Por ahí que voy haciendo y
open
deshaciendo. Que
and
salgo cada noche que te tengo ahí
cross.
sufriendo.
Jump
Con
those
esta
feet together.
relación soy yo la que
Open,
manda. No pares por
cross.
esa mala propaganda. Papá, ¿qué te digo? No te comen el oído. No vaya a enderezar lo que no se ha torcido.
Y como un loco sigo tras de ti, muriendo por ti. Dime qué pa' mi bebé.
¿Qué? Pregúntale a quien tú quieras. Mira, te juro que eso no es así. Yo nunca tuve una mala intención.
Yeah, really,
Nunca quise
when you
burlarme de
reach
ti.
those arms out, straighten the arms, right? Straighten the elbows as much as you can. And then you bend them. Yeah, nice. That's better, David. Good. Really, when we're exercising, unless it hurts, try to like fully extend the joints, right? 'Cause that way we're strengthening the muscles and helping the joints as well. Okay. And then let's hold onto the chair and just move your knees together.
Puro chantaje, puro chantaje. Siempre es a tu manera.
Then we can add the counter twist. So knees go to the left, arms go to the right.
Puro chantaje. Vas libre como el aire.
So you have to develop that rotation from your abdominals.
Alright, baby. Shakira. Maluma.
Good.
Pretty boy.
And then you can widen your feet a little bit and we'll try for that twist and flap.
Colombia. You feel me?
Pretty boy.
Olha a coisinha lá na cozinha. Eu toco pra você, vem cá pra mim.
Com a galera, o som tá bom. O som tá
Good.
Eu toco pra você, vem cá
And
pra
then march
mim.
again.
Não vem sozinha.
Dump your feet a little.
O som tá, eu toco pra você, vem cá pra mim. Eu toco pra você, vem cá pra mim. Eu toco pra você, vem cá pra mí.
Jump, 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 jump,
Toco
jump.
pra você, vem cá pra mim.
And then you'll push, pull, push, pull.
Eu toco pra você, vem cá pra mim.
As you pull, try to get the elbows back behind you. So it's not just here, but here. Right? So action in the upper back where you're squeezing the elbows there. So push, pull. Everything is action. You're also using muscles, right? To push, pull. Like maybe imagine you're actually working with some resistance, like you're holding a resistance band and you're pulling, pushing, pulling, pushing. To maximize the strengthening. Yeah, so if you, sometimes it really helps to imagine you're working with resistance. Okay, And then we'll go for a little reach across, right? So nice big reach. So you're feeling that stretch all the way towards the hip. Big reach, big reach. Go. Interlace your fingers. We'll do the chopping, so you'll go up and then see if you can go down. And then back up. And then into the hips and go down. Up and 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 down. Good. And release. Good. And then we'll go for another straightening, bending. Push through the heel. Straighten the knee fully, or as much as you can. Good. And then we'll just rock on one sit bone to the other. Rock on your chair. Good. And arch. Good, and then let's do some wrist circles, flowy march. You push in, push out, and then come back in. Push out, in, push out. See if you can actually point those fingers up as you push out, right? To stretch these muscles here. See if you can, this is wrist extension, right? That movement. Yeah, so as much as you can, point the fingers up. That's it, good. Good. All right, and then interlace the fingers and do a little infinity sign.
Yeah. Todos están pendientes a ti, pero tú puesta pa' mí.
And reverse.
Haciendo que me odien más, porque todos te quieren probar. Lo que no saben es que no te dejas llevar de cualquiera. Y todos te quieren probar. Lo que no saben es que hoy yo te voy a buscar.
And then we'll go for big step up, big step out. So really get that knee as far away from that other knee as possible. So you're not just doing this, right? But this. So the movement really starts in the hip. Good. Good. And then we can maybe try a little rocking. So and make sure you're forward in the chair so you have space to lean back. That's gonna help you get the feet up, right? So rock to the back of the sit bones, towards the tailbone. Keep your core engaged.
Yo soy tu Romeo, pero no santo. A tu bobo con la for y los espanto. Muchas me quieren desde que yo canto, pero yo soy tuyo nada más. Yo soy tu Romeo, pero no santo. A tu bobo con la for y los espanto. Muchas me quieren desde que yo canto, pero yo soy tuyo nada más. Dile que tú eres mía desde
Let's do a nice big backstroke.
Dile a tu bobo que dejen de darte like. Quiero esta noche entera para recordar los tiempos en la escalera. Dile que yo no soy cualquiera, yo soy tu primero, tú eres mi primera.
And then forward.
Lo que no saben es que no te dejas llevar de
Reaching back behind you, up and forward.
cuantos te quieren probar. Lo que no saben es que
Good.
te voy a
And then interlacing the fingers, and then we'll go forward, tuck your chin, and then open the arms, lift up, gaze a bit. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale. Really, when you inhale, you really like lift through the heart, right? And open the elbows and lift the chin just a bit. And then face down. Lift, open up. Good. Okay. And then we'll try this one where you're trying to tap the lower part of your leg, so maybe the ankle. So you have to bring the knee out to the side of it.
Me invitaron a cantar por allá por Centro Habana, donde me hice popular con la música cubana.
Good, good.
Yo
Okay.
canto para mi
And
gente,
then we'll
a mí
go
me
for
gusta cantar en La
this big
Habana
upper
y
body
Corte,
circle.
soy producto nacional.
And reverse.
Mi salsa tiene candela, mi salsa tiene su H.
Good.
La orquesta ya está en
All
escena
right.
y todo el mundo de pie. Yo no la
Slow
dejo
down
que
a bit.
muera porque no me da la gana. Esto no
Right. Very good, very good. Let's go to another forward fold just to kind of relax shoulders, relax your neck, the low back. Stay there for a few breaths. And then slowly coming back up. And then we'll go up and over. Hold that stretch. Breathe. And other side. Right. And then we'll go for another twist. So now let's keep your knees and feet together, and then we'll twist. The other arm reaches back behind you or sits on the chair behind you. And then trying to keep your knees together and twisting. And then we'll just move the head side to side again. So you're looking from one shoulder to the other shoulder while you're in that twist. Keep the head up, right? So you don't look down at the floor, you're looking ahead at the horizon. All right, and then back to center, other side. And move your head side to side. Perfect. Okay. Okay. All right. And then let's even though I have an extra light here, it feels a little dark, but hopefully you can see my hands. So we're gonna go make a fist, open it, spread those fingers, and then bring them together without bending them, and then fold them. So it's a little different than the fist, right? So kind of like you try to touch here with your fingertips. Yeah, that's it. And then we'll go again. So oh, actually we started with the fist. So fist. So now you're curling up, or you can even hide the thumb and then open wide, and then bring them together and then fold them. Okay. And then release. And then one more time. So make a fist, hide the thumb, open wide. Open the fingers, David. Open, more. Okay, and then bring them together. Then fold. And then release. Good. And then we'll go for some sounding to open our throats. So we'll go big right? Opening the mouth. And then again. And again. Good. And then we'll go between E, so really big mouth, right? The corners of the mouth are E, and then ooh. So like a round mouth. E, and then ooh. E, ooh. E, ooh. E, ooh. Yeah, it's just like with any other muscles, the facial muscles need a workout. And so when you're practicing, you want that big movement. So really more than you think you want to do. So really, even though it feels cheesy, E, and then ooh. Good. And then we'll do just the so that works your breath capacity. Nice long exhale, right? So breathe. Start with the big inhale through the nose, and then keep your mouth shut, and then say and then again. Good. Yeah, so the vibration can kind of help you with the voice too. Because you're engaging those muscles around the vocal cords. All right, and then we'll do let's see, maybe a tongue twister. So okay, I'm trying to remember the witches. If two witches had two watches, which witch would watch which watch? Try to say that. If two witches had two watches, which witch would watch which watch? If two witches would had if two witches had two watches, which witch would watch which watch? Try to say that. Which witch would watch which watch? Good. Or Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. Another one would be she sells seashells on the seashore. She sells seashells on the seashore. She sells seashells on the seashore. All right, and then which one did we have? Okay, I'll try to. I have a list somewhere. I'll try to find it by next time. Okay, and then we can take a little relaxation. So make yourself comfortable in your chair. Close your eyes if that feels all right. And just gonna pay attention to your body. Feel the sensation after the workout. Maybe you feel slightly tired. Maybe you feel a little more alive. You might feel some warmth in your muscles. Even a little tingling. Just observe that with curiosity. And then notice your breath. And as you're watching your breath, it usually gets a little slower, a little deeper, which we want. That's the way to breathe when you're relaxed. Nice long exhale. A nice long inhale. Ideally breathing through the nose unless you're tough with allergies. And feel your feet on the floor. I feel your calves. Feel your shins. Feel your knees. Feel your thighs. Feel your hips, pelvis. Feel your belly. Feel your back. Feel your chest. Feel your shoulders. Spread your arms. And your hands. And feel your face. And feel your whole body sitting and resting and breathing. Fully relaxing your muscles. And then take a deep breath in. And slowly start moving your fingers and toes, maybe stretching a bit. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And then we'll close the class. Feel free to join. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be mindful. May I have courage. May I have fun. And may I treat myself and others with love and compassion. And then hands to your forehead as a reminder, the power of your thoughts. Hands to your lips as a reminder, the power of your words. And hands to your heart as a reminder of the power of your actions. Thanks, everyone. Great job. All right, have a great week. Keep up the good fight. Try to keep moving every day a little bit.
Thank you.
All right.